look and listen at the video just a few hours ago Microsoft released talking about Game Pass and the many changes that are going to, surround the whole ecosystem from the normal, which is $10, to the mid tier, which is about 11 plus dollars if you round that up, then to PC, and again to Ultimate. So we're going to look at that and then we're going to dive directly into it.
Hey everyone, Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. We've listened to your feedback, and now you have even more freedom to choose how you play the games you want. Here's a look at what's new and what's changing. First off, you might have noticed some changes to the plan names. Xbox Game Pass Core is now Xbox Game Pass Essential. Xbox Game Pass Standard is now Xbox Game Pass Premium. And Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is still Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. We explored other names, but they didn't work out. Of course, a lot more is changing than just the names. We've expanded all Xbox Game Pass plans to give you more games and more ways to play and more rewards than ever. Let's look at the upgrades to the plans one by one. First up, Essential, formerly known as Core. This plan is expanding to give you more ways to play, including PC and cloud gaming. Previously, Core was primarily for console, but Essential now lets you play games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. That means you have the freedom to stream and play on any supported device. And with cloud gaming, that includes a lot of devices. We're also expanding the game library so you get access to over 50 games. And of course, you still get online multiplayer, so you can keep playing with your squad. Another upgrade is that Essential now includes in-game benefits for some of the biggest games, like League of Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and Overwatch 2. And with Essential, you can earn up to 25,000 rewards points a year just by playing the games you love. You can redeem your points for Xbox gift cards to get new games, add-ons, and more. So if you've got your eye on some DLC, you can spend points to bring home the bundle. Next up, Premium, formerly known as Standard. While Standard was built with console players in mind, Premium was built with everyone in mind. So we're giving you more ways to play with this one too, with games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. You heard that right. PC and cloud are coming to Premium. With Premium, you get access to over 200 games. And when a new game is published by Xbox, it'll be added to the Premium library within 1 year of launch. Premium also now offers the same in-game benefits for some of the biggest games, so you can instantly unlock characters, cosmetics, and more. Looking good. With Premium, you can play and earn up to 50,000 rewards points a year. Plus, you get access to exclusive quests, and you get twice the points when you buy games and add-ons, so you'll have even more ways to earn rewards. Finally, let's take a look at Ultimate. The best thing about Ultimate is that you can play new games on day one. That includes games like Call of Duty Black Ops 7, The Outer Worlds 2, and High on Life 2. But now, the best is getting even better. Ultimate subscribers will get access to over 75 day one games per year. We're also adding 2 new partner subscriptions. With Ultimate, you'll now have access to Ubisoft Plus Classics in addition to EA Play. And Fortnite Crew will be added in November. In total, Ultimate gives you access to over 400 games playable on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. And when you stream games with cloud gaming, Ultimate gives you our best quality with the shortest wait times. To round out the package, you get the same in-game benefits you're used to. And with Ultimate, you can play and earn up to 100,000 rewards points a year. That's 4 times the points you get with Essential. So now you know what's new with Xbox Game Pass Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. All 3 plans are designed to give you more value, more rewards, and more ways to play than ever before. And however you like to play, Xbox Game Pass has a plan that's right for you, because this is how we play now.
All right, so we were able to see the video specifically detailing what they were doing with Ultimate, and I pretty much went over how long I've been on Ultimate myself with a couple of screenshots, along with the things that they stated that they were doing with Ultimate. So this is directly on console, as you can see, and it says that Ultimate just leveled up 75 plus day one releases a year, 500 plus games, including Outer Worlds 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Fortnite Crew coming in November, Ubisoft Plus Classic now included, EA Play included. Stream games at our best quality, with the shortest wait times, including select games you own, in-game benefits, online console multiplayer, and earn up to $100 per year just from playing, right? So we can go directly into the benefits, and these are just some of the extras that you get that are free due to whatever games that are directly out there. So instead of you having to go to Twitch to potentially try to get something or wait for a random free code somewhere online, Xbox, due to having Game Pass, it will give you, you know, free stuff to a variety of games directly up here. So we got the finals, which people do play. Some people do play Throne and Liberty. We got 3v3. I'm not sure if people play that. I know people play Rainbow Six Siege. We got some stuff for Warzone and a variety of other games. So we got stuff up there for Smite 2. I might actually have to use that one myself. But again, as you can see, you got some little free, you know, things that you can download here and there. Maybe some in-game currencies, some camos, some assortments directly for your guns, some different things for characters such as cosmetics and things of that nature. And depending on what you play, especially if it's PC, you have up until, you know, 2027 in order to, you know, pick up a lot of those things. So, and yes, a lot of these things are timed, but they give you a lot of time. I'm talking about they give you months or years in advance for you to happen to pick that up. I still have a code, I forgot where it was, but I had a code somewhere up here for 3 months of free Nitro for Discord. So I have that directly up there. I think, is it at the bottom? Yeah, I still got the code up here for 3 months of free Nitro, and then I have something up there for Delta Force, right? So then as we move directly over, you have this here where you can come and you can figure out how you want to level up, right? So you have this area here where it says, you know, you got the welcome, social, gaming, and then reward section. So as you can clearly see at this moment in time, I have enough to redeem for a $5 gift card. If I waited a little bit longer, I have enough to redeem a $10, and so on and so on and so on. They have all the things directly up here on how each day, you know, for 5 days, you play some games, 175, right? So you got a variety of challenges up here that you can go directly through, both from PC to the game system, also to mobile as well. Then you have play games on Game Pass on your account. You got the weeklies, you got the monthly, and then you got the Game Pass, you know, 8-pack monthly, so you can see how all of those points will specifically add up so that you can redeem it for a variety of things, such as what you see clear cut directly in front of you, right? And I think you can actually go in, if I remember correctly, and you can choose the amount. So yeah, so you can, if you have enough points, you can save up enough to get a $100 card, you know, with Game Pass. So that is highly possible to sit up there and do. It's not impossible. And if you have Ultimate, like they said before, you can have an access or gain up to 100,000 points. So as I showed you before, to get a $100 card, that's about close to, let me go back there real quick. $100 gift card, that is basically 95K, right? So a little bit, 5 more K, that'll reach you up to that 100K, right? So again, you got some freebies and different things up there like that. So now we're going to take a look back from the rewards, and we're going to go to C Games, right? So this is, as you can clearly see directly on your screen, it says Xbox Game Pass up top, and then it says Ultimate, which is what I have. So already, of course, we got the Call of Duty Black Ops beta. Just a note for a lot of people out there, if you made it this far in the video, if you are a Xfinity person or, you know, user, you got the internet service, you know what I'm saying, you can go directly to your app, and within that you should actually be able to download the beta directly for free. I'm not sure what it is like for everybody else. I know specifically if you do have Ultimate that you will be able to download the Black Ops beta, and you'll also be able to play that directly for free. Again, it is a perk. That is a $70 game, and you are able to play that directly for free, and that will be day one if I remember correctly. So yeah, so as you can clearly see here, we got Outer Worlds 2, we got Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden 4 directly up there, and of course 7. And then we got some different things directly down here. We got Horizon, we got available on Game Pass. Let me see if we clicked on that. That's Hogwarts Legacy. So I guess that was just showing off like one game directly there. But they have recently added games, of course, to the Game Pass. Like if people are into Monopoly, because again, what they did state is that the Ubisoft subscription, which I think by itself might have been about a good 10-15 plus dollars, they added that directly in. So the price went up because you have other subscriptions that are being added directly in there. So instead of you having to pay a separate fee for those subscriptions, it's now pretty much an all-in-one. And for me, I don't really got a problem. You already see I got Uno directly up there, and now I have a reason to download Monopoly, the other two Monopoly games. I did play these a lot at a moment in time, but then I got caught up on other games. But you got a field of Ubisoft games directly up here. Trials of the Dragon, Child of Light. You got the Assassin's Creeds directly up here. I do have Far Cry, didn't finish it though. Skull and Bones, now I do have a reason to try that out instead of trying to figure out if I was going to get it on Black Friday or not. You got Steep directly up here. Watch Dogs, I think one is here, and I think Watch Dogs 2 should be here. Breakpoint for Ghost Recon, I've seen a lot of people on my friends list play that over time. Visions of Mana, which is one that just came out as well. The main games that I am playing directly at this moment in time, Deep Rock Survivor, got it on PC. I'm able to play it directly here because of Game Pass Ultimate. Hades, which I originally bought when it first came out on Steam, now that's up here for free. And also Swarm, which is a game I was waiting for, and now I have it directly up there for free as well too. You got Silksong, Gears of War Reloaded, you got Persona 4, you got Aliens Firefight. I will say that is a pretty good game, even to play solo, and it's especially fun if you play directly in a group. Lots of skills and things of that nature to level directly up and go directly into. And again, we got quite a few games directly up there. Day one releases, right? So these are some of the day one releases that have already come directly out. You got Frostpunk, you got Mech Break, you got Dreamlight, Dark Tide, Splitgate. Splitgate is not bad. It's not bad at all. I played Rainbow Six, and I'm trying to figure out if I bought that. I think I did. That one was it was if you want to have something to do, play with friends, fine. You can go directly for that. But I would more so say go for Orcs Must Die Death Trap multiplayer, or go for Grounded 2. Grounded 2 is pretty fun. It's good for families and kids and everything of that sort. You also got Wu Chang directly up here. Eternal Die, you got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Firebreak, they need to work on that game. I'm not sure what's taking them so long. That's for a whole different video. I'm trying to stay on topic without actually getting triggered. But all I'm saying is that when it deals with Ultimate, and I've been paying for Ultimate since they announced it. That was back during an E3 that they had before the pandemic. That might have been like 2019, 2018 or something like that. But there's a lot of value directly for Ultimate, right? Even if some people always say online, like, oh, all the games they got up there, I would never sit up there. How would you know? You can have a day where you're bored and you're just like, yo, I want to play something different that's opposite of the games that I normally go for. And Ultimate will give you just that. They have a variety of games directly up here that you can go directly from, anything from story to shooters to puzzles, adventure, multiplayer, whatever it is that you would in a sense seek or want to try out that may be different from your norm. They have those games directly up there for you to download for free because you're paying for a subscription service that offers these things that you're able to do. The other thing I will say when it deals with Game Pass is you have a lot of people out there that want to complain. They want to say, oh my God, Ultimate is going up and this is ridiculous. I'm about to cancel this and cancel that. The crazy part is there are 3 tiers. There are 3 tiers. Nobody specifically said that you had to go for the highest tier. All right, so let's take a look at the image that I have directly in front of you, and this is going over all of what they've stated, right? So Game Pass tiers, right? We see Game Pass Core, which is now Game Pass Essential, right? The old benefits of price, $9.99 US, $10 plus tax wherever you live. There may be a little bit more. Xbox console only, 25 plus curated console games, member deals, and discounts online consoles, right? So you got this small amount. So now the new benefits and price, still United States wise, $10. Xbox, PC, and cloud. So you have added on things, not just a console. 50 plus curated Xbox, PC, cloud games, unlimited access to cloud gaming and streaming your own games, longer waiting times, right? So you don't have priority, but you are able to do it, something that you weren't specifically able to do initially. Members deals and discounts, online console multiplayer, Microsoft rewards, and gaming up to $25 or 25K in points. And it includes in-game benefits for Riot Games and others. So again, you get actually more for the same price, right? So that's added directly on. So next we have Game Pass Standard, and again it states that it's $14.99 United States wise, and it says first Xbox console only, 200 plus of curated console games, member deals and discounts, online console multiplayer, new Xbox Game Studios titles added up to a year after launch. So then you go over, still the exact same price. Xbox, PC, and cloud. So again, it moved away from being only Xbox only, and now it is Xbox, PC, and cloud. So that's two areas. So you got the core, right, or the essential, and then you have standard, which is now premium, right? So you have essential and premium, which pretty much gives you access to both, to all three, right? Xbox, PC, and cloud. So for premium, they say that hundreds, 200 plus curated Xbox titles, right? Same as before. Now it has unlimited access to cloud gaming and streaming your own games, shorter waiting times, right? So again, you're noticing that with each tier, there's a type of priority. The first tier, you don't have priority when it deals with cloud gaming. Second tier is like, okay, we're going to, basically move you up, right? We're going to move you up to a little bit more priority so you don't have that much long of a wait time. Next, they got members deals and discounts, online console multiplayer. And then after that, they said new Xbox Game Studio titles added up to a year after launch, but not Call of Duty, right? They made sure to place that directly in there. If people looked at the fine print when the lady was originally talking in the video, they also had that within the fine faded, white print directly up there. After that, they said Microsoft rewards from gaming up to $50 a year or 50K points, in-game benefits for Riot Games. So next we head directly over, we're looking at PC. Now that's the one that sees a little bit of a increase, right? Originally, PC Game Pass was $11.99, right? Rolled it up, that's $12. And then it had an increase, right? We can clearly see the increase, and it made it to $16.49 a month. So now the original, it said Windows PC only, 400 plus of PC games. Day one Xbox Gaming Studio titles including Call of Duty. EA Play Vault access, member deals and discounts, in-game benefits for Riot Games and others. Now let's see what we get to increase. It says Windows PC only, 400 plus PC titles, day one Xbox Game Studio titles including Call of Duty, EA Vault access, Ubisoft Plus Classic access, 40 plus games, member deals and discounts, in-game benefits for Riot Games, Overwatch, and etc. With this one, I'm not really seeing, maybe the wording is a little bit different, but I don't really see much of a difference. In a sense, kind of, maybe you can kind of, let me know. Maybe they might have worded things differently, let you know, like, hey, you're actually getting more value here because we increased this because you're now getting these extra games or however it is that they wanted to specifically place it. Well, actually, no, I got it. It was the Ubi Plus Classic access. That was the thing, I guess, that in a sense boosted that a little bit up, but it's only a few dollars. PC is not really paying a lot of money. They realistically, a lot of people on PC, if they do have Game Pass, they have PC Game Pass. I'm not really sure how many PC players have Ultimate, when it deals with consoles and whatnot, whatever. But again, I'm just saying. So last but not least, we head directly over to the Ultimate Game Pass, which is the one where a lot of people have the utmost complaints, at least online. So this is where we see the mass increase, right? So Game Pass has not switched its name. It's still Game Pass Ultimate. On the older end, you have $19.99 per month. And on the newer end, $29.99. Now, for the older version, we have Xbox consoles, Windows, PC, and cloud. Hundreds, 400 plus Xbox, PC, and cloud games. Day one Xbox Studio titles, including Call of Duty, EA Play Vault Access, online console multiplayer, member deals and discounts, in-game benefits for Riot Games, and more. Now let's see what we get for the $30 side. Xbox console, Windows, PC, and cloud. Hundreds, 400 plus Xbox, PC, and cloud games. A guarantee of 75 plus day one games launch per year. So that we got a guarantee. Let's see if they hold up to their end of the bargain when it deals with this price increase, right? Because a guarantee, that's a little bit tough, because there's no way to have make sure that customers are going to be satisfied with the results, right? So they could say that, okay, we got the 75 games for you, but customers will be like, yo, with this increase, I'm not really satisfied with the game because these are not games that I realistically play. So, we're going to see that throughout the years and see how this basically goes, at least within the first year. After that, they said unlimited access to cloud gaming and stream your own games. Shortened waiting times. 1440p resolution and boosted bitrate. So I want to say that that's more than likely that'll go for a lot of people that are, let's say, out of country, taking trips and things of that nature. You may not be able to play your game natively on your console, but if you have the Ally directly with you on the go, you can stream your games directly from that handheld console, or maybe even from tablet, laptop, phone, or what have you, whatever supports those games. You can stream them at the highest quality possible if the tech that you have is able to handle that. Next, after that, we got day one Xbox Studio titles, including Call of Duty. Next, we have EA Play Vault Access, and then below that we have Ubisoft Plus Classic Access. So technically, I will say that there is a bit of a value increase that they did give directly in there. We got a guarantee. Not sure how far that's going to stretch, how far that's going to go, if they're going to, take that back or maybe reword that directly in the future. Then you got the unlimited access, right, to cloud gaming and streaming your own game with the necessary bit rate that you will need, along with a great resolution up to 1440p, which is actually pretty good, because normally when it deals with trying to stream video games, you're not getting that type of quality. You're going to get probably like some 720, maybe 1080 or something like that, right? And it's not going to go anything above that, because they're not going to allow you to. But if you have Ultimate, it comes with the perks, it comes directly with the price. This is what you get when you have the highest tier of certain things. And then on top of that, of course, you got the day one exclusives, you got the EA Play Vault Access, and then you got the Ubisoft Plus Classic Access as well. Now I would wonder if any Ubisoft games come out, will those also be day one as well too? I wonder how that's going to specifically go. I'm not sure. I don't think it would be, due to the fact that I think EA is going private, and EA is already bought by other individuals directly out there. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle a lot of the assets dealing with EA that's to come. And again, I'm not even sure how that's going to fare out dealing with Game Pass and whatever contractual agreements that between Microsoft and EA that they may have had prior to the buying and the privatization of EA. What I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, everybody has a choice. You have 4 choices directly in front of you. You can go directly with the smallest tier up there. I'm trying to pull up my screen. You can go with the smallest tier directly up there with Essential, or if you feel like you can afford it, you can go directly with Premium, right? Or maybe if you don't want to deal with console, you can deal with the $16. Like, all right, cool, no problem, I'll deal with PC. Or if you have the money to just put directly on a subscription service such as Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You can sit up there and just pay the 30 and you got everything that everybody else basically has all in one and then some. Like I said, it's crazy to me to have options of, okay, maybe I want to spend $10, maybe I want to spend 15, maybe I want to spend, 16, maybe almost close to 17 a month. You got all of these choices, but people still are not happy. And you have a lot of people just really going out when it deals with Game Pass, when realistically, if you look at it, it just went up $10. Just to be honest, it went up $10 when you deal with the plus tax and all of those things. It's not even realistically, I'm just saying, at least for me, that's not that high. In a sense, I don't really have subscription services. This is my one main subscription service, again, that I've had for the longest time possible. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, I decide that this is what I can afford, what I can sit up there and do. Other people should do the exact same thing. For the life of me, I don't understand. For some people who feel like $30 is too much, okay, no problem. Why not take the option of downgrading? You're still going to be able to play online. You're still going to have access to, some games directly up there. But realistically, if you feel that $30 is too much, you can go directly down to premium or to essential that fits your wallet. Like I said, it's crazy to me that people feel that a lot of companies should, in a sense, bend the knee when it deals with a lot of things. Phil stated himself back during the pandemic that, hey, Microsoft, we at Xbox, we understand that, there's a lot of things going on and it's hard times for everybody. At least at this moment in time, we don't see ourselves increasing on the price of the console and on the Game Pass subscription, right? And that was at least during the time of the pandemic, right? After that, they were like, okay, we gave a lot of people enough time and now everything seems to be going right back to normal. So we feel that, people would be able to afford these things if we go directly up on price and all this other type of stuff. And that's what they did. So again, to me, from watching Xbox to looking at all the things that Phil and the company has stated, this was something that was already going to happen. This was already in the pipeline. It was just that people refused to see the writing on the wall. They refused to actually pay attention. And when people decide not to pay attention and to keep up with the things that have been going on over the years, then people magically get blindsided, like, oh my God, why is this going up? Like, this is ridiculous, and this, that. And then people want to start bringing up like, oh, well, why, since I've had my Xbox up, I've had these problems in this, so I really don't see why they should sit up there and get an increase on the price. Realistically, they should be going down on the price. And I'm like, don't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody got time to hear people start squawking online talking about, oh, I'm about to end my subscription and I'm going directly to Sony and all this. Didn't you already have a PlayStation? So what are we even talking about? At one moment in time, I had all three subscriptions at this moment. I had one for Nintendo running. I had one for PlayStation running. And then, of course, I got one for Xbox running. Three subscriptions. And the other craziest part is that people make it seem as though that you have to specifically pay the $30 a month. You could go out of your way and decide to get a 12-month card. So out of the 365 days, you can just go buy you a 1-year card. And that covers the whole thing. So instead of you being hit over the head, as I'm just going to call it that way, instead of you being hit over the head caveman style by the $30, which you're like, yo, this is egregious. All right, go online and get you a card, right? That'll last you a full year. So that way you don't have to see your account debited, such and such amount of money. And then on top of that, let's say that you are the type of person to really play games. Then you could decide that, all right, I'm going to have Ultimate basically pay for itself. I'm going to decide that, all right, I'm going to play such and such amount of games. I'm going to save up these points over time, yada, yada, yada. And then I'm going to, basically buy a year for free. Like, people are forgetting, like, you literally get money from playing video games. And it's enough that you can buy some microtransactions, $5, $10, $15, $25. Right. So instead of that coming directly out of your pocket, Microsoft's like, all right, you're going to be, spending money directly on us. We want to, in a sense, give a little kickback, a little bit something extra. You're going to be sitting there playing on our system. We're going to allow you to, in a sense, for all intents and purposes, make a little bit of money back. It's not going to be the full amount that you made on the system, but you're going to be able to make something directly back, right? And I want to also note, last but not least, somebody can look it up, but there was an article where somebody saved up their Microsoft, and this was before they did a lot of the changes, right? Somebody saved up their Microsoft points to the point where they accumulated so much that they actually bought a brand new Xbox Series X from Microsoft with their own points that they saved up. They saved up enough points to equal up to that 500, or I think it was like $400 to $500, and the only thing that they had to worry about was the tax. And he bought, so like I said, that's the power in a lot of this stuff, right? You might not be able to do that because that was, that was in previous times where you were getting a lot of points during that time. But you can still, as I stated before, you're able to get $100 per year, right? So at least that's something. Depending on if you catch some games on Black Friday or whatever it is, you can get something directly out of that, right? You might be able to get 2 or 3 games or something or other, right? Or even if you don't want to do that, maybe you might be able to use that let's say like towards a new controller, towards another device directly up there. Maybe you might need a new headset or a new battery pack or something like that. Like I said, I don't know. I just feel as though that the excitement of people rushing online to try to rage and to try to, throw some type of gasoline on this and all, it doesn't make any type of sense. But, people are people, and a lot of people like to rage bait and do a variety of things. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that's stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.